She rattles and cries, and she goes over and quiet, and she might go back and rattle and cry a little bit. But that goes away after.
And have you left the house with her? Have you left and seen her with the barking or any of that going on? Have you left the house and had her go into?
Well, we left the house. We haven't done it. We didn't have a camera though, did we? We had to leave both at the same time because we had doctor's appointments. And so she was on her own for what, maybe 30 minutes?
Yeah, not long, but she settled down just fine.
She settled down just
Because
fine.
we did have a camera, and I was watching. I just didn't have the recording capability on that camera at the time.
Okay.
But,
Well, that's good. I don't think you have the worst separation anxiety. I think she just
She wants to go with us.
wants to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she loves to go right in the car. What was that?
Oh, what's that machine?
It's the remote feeder.
And you have to, okay. Doing it by on time or?
No, you can do it on time. You can do a downstay, and it's time for how long you want it, and then at the end. So you're totally out of the training picture.
Smells pretty good too.
Is that a piece of pine cone or is it a treat, I wonder?
It's not a treat. I think it's
It's a piece of pine cone.
yeah, flora and fauna. It's funny. The one thing she took was the pine cone.
Yeah, we have lots of them up there in the mountains, and she likes
She likes
to
them.
grab them, but we don't let her keep them very long.
No, because they have those sharp little points.
Yeah, I don't think they're too good to swallow.
I don't think it hurts them.
You don't think so?
No.
Did you find something in it?
Yeah, she does like the pine cones.
And they're really dry now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not eating it.
Good.
She's just destroying it,
Okay.
which is fine. You know, that's what pine cones were made for. Well, good. So I don't think we have a big problem with separation anxiety.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But we'll keep working on it.
Yeah, I have seen, I mean, it's a panic attack. It's not like the dog has a little bit of anxiety because you left the house. It is a panic attack where, they can't control what's going on. They're just they're in a panic. So, and that has to be controlled with, oh, now it's got them off. Good.
Yeah, I had
I wanted to bring
one of
you-
my labs was deathly afraid of thunder, and I mean he panicked, and he would drool, and he would,
You try to climb up, yeah, and
you
Eat
know,
furniture.
eat furniture, eat door jams.
Yes,
it
yes,
was
yes.
horrible. It was
Yeah.
horrible. She's nothing like that.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
She's
When I moved here from California, I was in New Mexico, and there was a thunderstorm, and that was the first time that Bear had ever heard thunder, and it freaked him out. And then we were here, and of course we had big thunder. You know, in California you don't have thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
It burned the state down. We have enough problem with the wind.
Yeah.
So it was so loud it had me jump.
Yeah.
And and that was it. He was off to the races with. He was terrified. Next time we had thunder and lightning, I mean, he was crawling up me, drooling. He was over the edge, and he had never been. He hadn't been that way about firecrackers or anything. But if you ever have a dog that is noise sensitive, there is a product you can get from the vet. It's prescription, and it's called Sileo, and Sileo, and it's absolutely fabulous for noise. Just there's just nothing like it. You see how dogs like to be. I wanted her to have the outdoors in here.
Oh, yeah.
So that she had, and I don't care that, you know, whatever she's doing. I wanted her to have a sense of some time to sniff and just, because that tends to bring them more into their prefrontal cortex, so they start thinking a bit.
Yeah, I lived in New Mexico for 15 years before I moved out here.
Oh, did you? What was it like?
I loved it. I mean, I'm from New Mexico. That's where I was born.
Oh, yeah, I
I
do.
lived there until I was 20, and then I moved to Fresno, California. And then, for 30 years later, I moved back to New Mexico and lived out in the middle of nowhere, Billy the Kid country.
Ah, it's so beautiful there.
It is. I lived in the mountains and, down southern New Mexico and the southern end of the Rocky Mountains, and so it was neat.
What did you
But
find?
she would not move out west, so I compromised and I came back to the Carolinas.
Yeah, well, New Mexico has water problems, right? The West has water problems.
Yeah.
And with the climate problems that we're having, you don't want to live anywhere where there's water problems. You know?
Oh, I had plenty. My well was 143 feet deep and I got 50 gallons of water. But there's no guarantee it was going to last forever up there. It does get dry. And the water table had been dropping out there for years. But my family started from the Carolinas migrating west, and so I made the big circle. I was the last person to live in my family to live in Lincoln County, New Mexico.
Wow.
And now I'm back in the Carolinas, and that's where we started from, apparently.
That's where we started. You're back here. So, tell me what you think you want to work on. Do you have a preference today?
Well, I think I'd like to work more on the, on the blanket thing.
Okay.
Because I think that would be a really good skill for her to
Uh-huh.
And I actually ordered one of those rugs at one of those videos that you sent me. She recommended this particular rug.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually got that this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, so I thought, I was thinking I might maybe start putting it on her cot to get her used to it and then take it off the cot.
Yeah, that's fine to do. And that's a good thing to do because she already has a good emotional response to the cot.
Right.
Okay, so with the mat work, it is all about your timing. It is really important that it is game on the minute you put the mat down. You have to have 100% attention on the dog, okay? Because if you're not reinforcing the minute a paw hits that, you wait till, you have a delay there, then the dog isn't learning what you want. Now, once the dog knows, oh, I put a paw on there, I get rewarded, then you can start to wait for 2 paws. and then 3 paws, and then 4 paws, and they will gradually do that. So your timing's important. With the first part of mat work, it is perfectly okay to have the treats here, but you want to drop them from above.
Okay.
Because you don't want the dog looking up. You want the dog's head down.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't want it looking up at you because this is not about you. This is about the mat. And you're magnetizing the dog to the mat. So,
Yeah,
once...
so actually getting her on the mat was not the problem. Getting her off is...
Getting off. And I think I solved that. I'm not sure. But I do think I solved that. That was... boy, I thunk on that, and thunk on that, and thunk on that. I'm like...
And the other thing with the mat is she tends to want to grab the mat and take off with it. If I don't get it down and get some treats on there really quick, she wants to grab it.
Yeah, that's the puppy. You know, I know you want that, I know you do. And then just pull it into you, you know, and then put it out again and get it down. But she's just looking for a game.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Let's play a game. And if she can get a game that you particularly don't want to have,
When she does those on
she's thrilled. So
that's another thing I'd like to work on, but not necessarily
Sure.
today, but and I decided to start doing it more, is just leave it or drop it, because she finds things everywhere.
okay.
And then she runs off with them, and she's quick as a wink, and then she thinks, you know, it's a great game if we try to get it away from her.
Did I go over leave it with you?
I don't think.
I have a really easy way to teach it. Takes about 3 weeks. So you'll have this week. I'll do it. It doesn't take long. You'll have this week and next week. And you start with a closed fist, and the dog will come and they schmutz your hand.
We started doing that a long time ago.
Yeah.
So now I'm to dropping stuff on the floor.
Okay, so can you do the open hand?
Yeah.
You can do the open hand.
I can do the stuff on the floor.
Okay.
It's just, it doesn't translate to other stuff.
Here's the thing. That's, you just have to keep doing it. Sometimes it takes months. Sometimes it takes years. You know, I mean, it just depends. It depends. If it's a chicken bone, that's a really hard thing for them. Some dogs never get it. But
that's not encouraging.
I know. But there's nothing wrong with you. You know, it's just, you know, your dog. And when you have her on a leash, what I would do is I would put down a dish of cat food far enough away that she can't get to it. And I would start walking with her. And as she did this to go toward, I'd say leave it, and I'd just keep on walking. Not leave it and stop. No, leave it and you just keep on walking. Make it as smooth as silk, okay? And because if she's got it, so you can put food on the floor and she doesn't take it, then now you just have to hone this. And you have to hone it to different things. So you start with, there isn't a dog in the world that doesn't like cat food.
That's true.
So you have to start it. Cat food's the easiest thing to start it with. Then the next time you have chicken, you put chicken bones on a paper plate, and you do the same thing, okay? And you'll just gradually build up her learning of what's appropriate and what's not.
Yeah, because she doesn't know. She goes in his pockets and steals his handkerchief.
I mean, she does it so well. I don't even know she's there. she just comes, the next thing I know, she got my handkerchief
She's running
or a
around.
paper towel that was stuck in my pocket.
You like that,
That's
don't you?
it.
She likes this treat and train, I'll tell you. Whoa, scared her.
But she stayed there.
She did stay there, but it startled her.
Yeah, that's an improvement.
That's a neat thing. You know, I have to tell you, it takes a weird battery. And I thought I wasn't going to get the battery, and then my sister had one of these weird batteries, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And she goes, if you promise that you'll get me back one. But I'd already ordered a packet of 4 from Amazon, so they came, so now I have them.
Are they like big around and long or different?
They're like a AAA battery cut in half.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, we've seen
Yeah,
those.
I've seen
We
those.
had something. that
Yeah,
took
we got a
one.
couple of them for some odd reason.
So she really likes this dog food. So my suggestion is we use this. She likes it out of the treat and train.
Okay.
So I would have you get, I'm not gonna work with her because she doesn't wanna work with me. So I don't, what I don't want is to have her have an emotional response that isn't. So you do 4 or 5 of those. And then turn away, a quarter turn away, and give her your free word, which I think is okay.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't come, walk away like a little, you know, make it as enticing as possible. Okay, so there we go. So there it is. Good. So you gotta mark that.
Yes.
I'm gonna put,
Yes. Oops.
that's okay.
Yes, good girl.
Let her get the rest of those. She's got plenty to get there. Now turn away towards, yeah. No, you want